How's it going, everyone? For today's movie, we're going to be checking out Quentin Tarantino's World War II film, Inglourious Basterds. Now, I've seen this quite a few times over the years. Have you actually watched
I've
it?
never seen this.
You've never seen it?
No.
Do you know what it's about?
Like Nazis in World War II?
Yes, it's World War II, so there's Nazis. And did you watch the trailer or anything like up to that before checking this out? Because you recommended this one. Like, okay, because I was
I've
saying,
never seen it.
like, oh, that's good, because I was actually just thinking about this movie.
There you go.
Suggesting it, so that's how we came up, got this idea for this one. It just happenstance. If you have any suggestions, though, for other movies that we could check out, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about this. And also, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the like button on this video. All right, so without further ado, here's Inglourious Basterds.
It's probably really good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
T'en prie, venez me rejoindre à votre table.
Très bien.
He has to invite him to his own table.
Monsieur l'appétit.
That's a boss move.
Vu ce dont nous cependant, je crois savoir que vous parlez en anglais tout à fait correct, n'est-ce pas?
That's helpful.
Oui.
Yeah.
What a convenient way to
Moi aussi.
speak English.
Puisque nous sommes ici chez vous, je vous demande la permission de passer à l'anglais pour le reste de la conversation.
Certainement. That the Führer has put you in charge of rounding up the Jews left in France.
Okay, this is the
While
meme.
hiding or passing for Gentile.
Oh, well, there is a meme here, yes.
The Führer couldn't have said it better himself. And Shoshana?
And Shoshana was
What a fancy way to make numbers.
18 or 19.
It just
Not
comes
really
with,
sure.
right with the fountain pen.
Well, I guess that should do it. But if one were to determine what attributes the Jews share with the beast, it would be that of the rat. The Führer and Goebbels' propaganda have said pretty much the same thing. But where our conclusions differ is I don't consider the comparison an insult.
This sucks because like they didn't even vote for this.
Consider
They just got
for a
invaded.
moment
Well, yeah.
the world a rat lives in. It's a hostile world, indeed. May I smoke my pipe as well?
Please, go and make yourself at home.
That's ridiculous.
What? The pipe,
Yes. He carries that around?
apparently. It's an awesome pipe, though. I will admit that.
Now, my job dictates.
One reason they included that in
Must
the
have my
movie
main
was
painting
that's like the look of the classic Sherlock Holmes pipe.
Oh, that one is?
Yeah, something like that. So that's why they have him smoking a Sherlock Holmes pipe.
Oh.
And if there are any irregularities to be found, rest
Also,
assured
just
we
the
will
fact
not.
that like mine's
That
bigger
is
than yours,
unless
sort of
there is
thing.
Something to tell me that makes the conducting of a search unnecessary. I might add also that any information that makes the performance of my duty easier will not be met with punishment. I
Such a
think, on the
liar.
contrary, it will be
No,
met
don't
with
trust.
Reward. And that reward will be your family will cease to be harassed in any way by the German military during the rest of our occupation of your country.
I mean, being living out in, like that, you probably just want to ignore all of it.
I mean, that's why you live out in the middle of
Shocking enemies of
nowhere
the state, I am.
anyway.
Yes.
I want you to follow my masquerade hat clear.
Yes.
See, they didn't just switch to English just for the sake of the movie.
Gotcha.
It was actually a purpose.
Je vous remercie.
I mean, it seems like that's why they did it, but then it's like, oh, okay, there was a reason.
Il me semble que nous en avons terminé. Nous n'ennuierons pas votre famille plus longtemps. Donc, monsieur,
Dude, I
mesdemoiselles, je prends congé de vous et je
Shushala!
You let her go? Why?
Figures he'll just get her later.
Ten hot!
My name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain, and I'm putting together a special team, and I need me 8 soldiers. 8 Jewish American soldiers. Each and every man under my command owes me 100 Nazi scalps. And I want my scalps. And all y'all will get me 100 Nazi scalps, taken from the heads of 100 dead Nazis. Or you will die trying.
Nein, 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 nein! Was alles soll ich von diesen Juden
Like how he has a cape.
Schlachten meine Männer ab wie Fliegen. Der meine Männer mit einem Prügel totschlägt. Der, den man Bärenjude nennt, soll ein Golem sein.
Das ist doch Soldatentratsch. Kein Mensch glaubt wirklich, dass der Bärenjude ein Golem ist.
He's not actually a golem. It's like, okay, that's a great portrait. I like how they portray Hitler as a humble person.
Super humble.
Die anderen entfernten die Haare.
Oh, they're already doing this.
they're literally scalping.
Well, he asked for them.
Yeah, it wasn't figurative, it was literal. That would be good psychological warfare.
Yep. But it's like leaving a mark.
Yeah, it's definitely leaving a mark.
Yeah.
Hey, Hirschberg.
Of course, I will point out there was a difference between just German soldiers versus actual Nazis.
But they're after Nazi scalps.
Yeah, but they don't distinguish between them.
Oh.
To them, any German is a Nazi.
How's your English, Warner? Because need be, we got a couple fellers can translate. Another one up there you might be familiar with. Sergeant Hugo Stiglitz. Heard of him?
Everybody in the German army's heard of Hugo Stieglitz.
The reason for Hugo Stiglitz's celebrity among German soldiers is simple. As a German enlisted man, he killed 13 Gestapo officers.
Oh, cool.
Needless to say, once the bastards heard about him, he never got there.
You recognize that voice?
Yeah, I thought it sounded familiar.
It's Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, I think it sounds, yeah. Wow. So they just go around collecting people? It's not just the ones that started out, they actually add to the team?
I mean, really just him, or at least that's the only one they show in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Big fan of your work. Comes to killing Nazis. I think you show great talent.
Your ears would be ringing shooting in an area like that. In an enclosed area like that with stone walls, like, you'd probably be deaf.
Status is Nazi killers. Cousin, businesses are booming. He's gonna take that big bat of his, and he's gonna beat your ass to death with it.
Fun death.
Take your wiener schnitzel off your finger and point out on this map what I want to know. Donnie beat Nazis to death as close as we ever get to going to the movies. Donnie! Yeah. Guy's German here wants to die for country. Oblige him.
He's such a drama king.
Huh?
He's such a drama king.
Yeah. called showmanship.
Jews.
It's a good souvenir if you can get one.
Iron crosses?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely would have taken that if I came across someone with it.
Oh, that built up and the music just stops.
Damn it, Hirschberg. Donnie, bring the other one over here. Alive. Ask him if he wants to live.
Willst du am Leben bleiben?
Ja, Sir.
Tell him to point out on this map the German position.
Dann zeig uns auf der Karte, wo die deutsche Stellung ist.
Just like that.
Ask him how many Germans.
Wie haben Sie diese Tortur denn überlebt?
Sie haben mich gehen lassen.
Now, when you report what happened here, you can't tell them you told us what you told us. They'll shoot you. You see, we like our Nazis in uniforms. That way you can spot them, just like that.
Verstehst du, wir mögen unsere Nazis lieber in Uniform. Und dann können wir sie so identifizieren.
If you take off that uniform, ain't nobody gonna know you's a Nazi.
Not at the right angle. It's supposed to be canted 45 degrees.
Well, they're not Nazis. They don't know.
Good at that.
Il est à vous?
S'il m'appartient?
Oui.
Oui.
I like how it just says we instead of actually saying yes.
Everybody knows what we is.
Yeah.
Ma tante me l'a cédé.
Emmanuel Mimieux. C'est un très joli nom.
Merci. Vous avez fait...
French names compared to German names.
Yeah.
Doing a great job flirting. Good job.
C'était un plaisir de discuter avec une consoeur cinéphile.
Oh my gosh, just leave her alone. Oh my gosh, just leave her alone.
J'essayais simplement d'être amical.
Dude, her whole vibe is like F off.
Ne faites pas l'enfant, vous savez.
It's called a sip.
Clearly.
Je suis plus que juste un uniforme.
Hallo, 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 Friedrich Zoller. Ich bin Walter Fratzer und es ist mir wirklich eine Ehre, Sie zu treffen.
What do you think it is?
ist ganz meinerseits. Scharführer.
I have no
Meine
idea.
Freundin ein Autogramm zu kriegen. Mit dem größten Vergnügen.
Vous avez rudement de la veine d'avoir mis la main sur un regard si courageux.
Oh, no, no, no.
Mademoiselle n'est pas ma petite amie.
Especially if it's coming from Germans, no.
Yeah.
Amour, avec.
Embusqué appellerait un clocher. Une structure haute offrant une vue à 360.
I only knew that because of all the war stuff.
Pour un tireur d'élite.
Yeah, but
Because I really play all those games.
Combien vous en avez tué?
realistically, that'd be a terrible place for a sniper
68.
because everyone would be saying that's where a sniper would go.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like, hey, there's this bell tower here. Let's just fire a tank at it. There, it's taken care of.
Eh bien, c'est exactement ce que Joseph Goebbels a pensé.
Sergeant York was
Il s'intitule
American
La
World War
fierté
One.
de la nation.
He took out like a.
Et je
He was a
pendant 1000,
good shot. He took out
ils ont voulu que Jean
I don't
interprète
know,
mon
like
propre
a
rôle.
dozen or so Germans before getting their officer and having like 100 or so surrender.
Et que je serai pas John
Did that single-handedly.
La fierté de la nation, c'est vous. Vous êtes la vedette de la fierté de la nation.
Je sais. Comique. Hein.
Bonne chance pour la première, soldat. J'espère que tout ira bien pour Joseph et vous-même. Au revoir.
She's not on your side. They're allies. The French are. They're not.
It's like, look, we're occupied. We can't do anything. We're not on your. We're not friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
Zu Ihren Diensten, Mademoiselle.
Yes, Gestapo were actual Nazis. Not everyone was though.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for this woman.
Der ist wirklich ganz gut.
yes, her family died, and then these are the people who are basically responsible.
Und den Schützenzoll.
Et le soldat Zola.
Endlich nun.
And there's the dog at the
der junge
table.
Herr Schütze
Of course.
eine Audienz.
J'obtiens finalement une audience avec
French
le jeune
Poodle.
soldat.
Und spricht er während des gesamten Essens.
Ses projets pour l'avant-première de son film et de changer d'endroit afin qu'elle ait lieu dans votre cinéma. Quoi?
Je voulais lui annoncer.
Oh my gosh.
Toutes mes excuses, soldat.
Worum geht es denn? Mehr wäre besser.
Davantage, ce serait mieux.
Wie viele Plätze hat er zu
Okay.
Combien de places dans la salle? 350. 350.
Das sind fast 400 weniger als im Ritz.
C'est presque...
She'd be happy for you to do it somewhere else. She'd do somewhere else.
Yeah.
So schlimm. Sie haben selbst gesagt, Sie
my
wollen
God,
nicht,
you
dass
need to
die
shut up.
Franzosenbourgeois sich breit machen kann. Mit weniger Plätzen wird der Abend viel exklusiver. Sie werden sich gar nicht kümmern müssen, den Saal zu füllen. Man wird sich um die Plätze reißen. Außerdem zum Teufel mit den Franzosen. Das ist ein deutscher Abend. Eine deutsche Veranstaltung. Ein deutsches Fest.
She's not German.
Yeah.
Für mich.
Emmanuel, voici le colonel SS Landa. Il sera chargé de la première.
Enchanté, mademoiselle.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, it said it was the same person.
Yeah, jeez.
Und jetzt muss ich den Reichsminister...
Besitzerin des möglichen neuen Veranstaltungsortes ein bisschen plaudern.
Man, you screwed me over so hard.
Avez-vous goûté le strudel ici? Il n'est pas si mauvais.
Strudel is pretty good.
Comment se fait-il que le jeune soldat et vous ayez fait connaissance?
I haven't had strudel in a while.
I don't remember the last time I had strudel.
Attendez la crème. Mais maintenant, sur ma vie, impossible de m'en souvenir. Enfin, bon, ce ne devait pas être important. À ce soir.
Yeah, seriously? Oh my gosh. Just because he would not take her signals to just leave her alone, and now she's stuck in this stupid situation.
Yep.
Hey, you can't bring those there in a public vehicle. They're films, ain't they?
Yes.
Then they're flammable. Go on, off.
Because nitrate film burns 3 times faster than paper.
Good for her.
It's true.
Shoshana has a collection of over 350 nitrate film prints.
They were very flammable.
Nazi night.
The bars and the glare.
Those are really cool.
Yeah, they are. I'd like one.
I was about to say the glove's really cool, and then they said it was a bar, and I'm like, oh, that's even cooler.
No junket.
Such as they are, I write reviews and articles for a publication called Films and Filmmakers. And I've had 2 books published.
And I'm starting a YouTube channel.
And don't be modest. What are the titles?
The first book was called The Art of the Eye, the Heart, and the Mind.
Are you familiar with German cinema under the Third Reich?
Yes, obviously I haven't seen any of the films made in the last 3 years, but I'm familiar with it.
Explain it to me.
Pardon, sir?
Well, this little escapade of ours
They were
requires a
actually
novel
very
German
innovative in
under the Third
the
Reich.
art form of
Explain to
filmmaking.
me
The Nazis were.
under Goebbels.
Like a lot of their propaganda films, it's one of those things. Like, yeah, that's obviously it's Nazi propaganda, but they really advance the art form at the same time.
Cinema of the 20s.
You know, fighting in a basement offers a lot of difficulties. Number 1 being you're fighting in a basement.
Okay, thank you.
We wait.
Keine Sorge, meine Hübsche. Wenn einer von diesen Wölfen hier aus der Reihe tanzt, dann trimme ich ihn persönlich zurück auf Linie. Schau.
It reminds me of Italy's song that he sings about German women.
Oh yeah.
Schnaps, Schnaps, den
Für Ihren bizarren Akzent, ja?
Das ist ungewöhnlich.
I mean, I can't tell, but I also don't speak German.
So mit diesem reizenden Fräulein ein Getränk zu nehmen.
Isn't he just gonna ask him questions about that region, though?
Nein, ich meine hier in diesem Land.
Probably.
Ja, Sie sind ja wohl kaum in Frankreich.
I know that's one thing, like, if you're in the military, you could pretty much sniff out someone who's not from your military.
Sie sind der Begleiter von Fräulein von Hammersmark.
Like, I don't know if you've seen, like, people calling out others online for, like videos of people calling someone out for stolen valor or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's because it's pretty easy to tell like, if someone's faking it. Because even if they're trying to, like, research it, there's always just going to be, like, little things that people don't necessarily pick up on unless you've actually been there and done that sort of thing. Like, one of the easiest things is just ask someone what unit they're with. Most people don't know that in depth about it.
Sie umzudrehen, befeuchten Sie mit der Zunge. So.
Ew.
Und kleben Sie sich vorne an die Stirn. Und mit 10 Ja oder Nein.
He wants to kill him. I knew he was the one who killed all those people.
Well, of course.
Ja. Bin ich die Geschichte des Negers in Amerika? Nein.
No.
Dann muss ich King Kong sein.
Yeah, I've heard that analogy before. People saying King Kong is an analogy for slaves.
Oh.
I think Quentin Tarantino even subscribes to that thing or whatever. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe they thought that much about it, but I can see why people make that connection.
Nicht unhöflich sein, aber
He's a very direct person.
Ist
Ja.
das Fräulein von Hammersmark, störe ich Sie?
Nein.
Das habe ich mir nämlich gedacht. Der Hauptsturmführer scheint einfach nur immun gegen meinen Charme zu sein.
What charms?
Das war ein Scherz. Scherz. Nein, natürlich störe ich. Wir wollen ja nicht, dass Sie den 33er hier mit Ihrem Gesöfter verseuchen.
Wie viele Gläser? 5. Für mich nicht.
Ich mag Scotch, Scotch mag mich nicht.
Ich auch nicht, ich bleib beim Shampoos.
3 Gläser.
So awkward.
Haben Sie das gehört? Das ist das Geräusch meiner Walter, die direkt auf Ihre Hoden gerichtet ist.
ja. Warum richten Sie Ihre Walter auf meine Hoden?
Weil Sie sich eben verraten haben. Hauptsturmführer.
Dann sind wir zu zweit. Ich habe eine Pistole auf Ihre Eier gerichtet, seit Sie hier sitzen. Was jetzt passieren wird, Sturmbannführer. Sie werden aufstehen und mit uns durch diese Tür hinausgehen.
Nein. Das glaube ich nicht. Ich glaube, Sie und ich, wir beide wissen, Hauptsturmführer, dass egal, was mit den anderen Leuten hier in diesem Raum passiert, wir zwei nirgendwo hingehen.
We find ourselves in.
Funny thing is, Michael Fassbender is actually German.
Oh.
And what would that be?
Stiglitz.
Say auf Wiedersehen to your Nazi boss.
Okay, talk.
I'm a father.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not a basement, you could actually have just had people posted up outside windows.
Oh.
So if things kick off, then you could always pop out. But
Miss Max, we
I
were in
mean,
here
it's a basement.
drinking, celebrating. They're the ones that came in shooting and killing. It's not my fault.
Fucking traitor, and get her out of my sight.
Yeah, makes it easier.
I mean, she didn't agree to anything.
Yeah. I mean, I would have anyway. You can't have witnesses.
Come go play with his dogs.
Pets are very useful.
Letting your imagination get the better of you.
Okay, ouch.
Yeah.
You remember him, don't you?
Lovely.
How does shooting start?
That's the German three. The other looks odd. Germans would and did notice it.
I do this.
Oh, we don't give your stuff away in Germany then, I guess?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the German in me, but I mean, that's kind of how I do things.
That sounds good.
Sounds like shit. What else we gonna do? Go home?
No.
Oh, we got Italian?
You don't blow it. With that, I can get you in the building. Who does what?
Well, I speak the most Italian, so I'll be your escort. Donovan speaks second most, so he'll be your Italian cameraman. Omar third most, so he'll be Donnie's assistant.
I don't speak Italian.
Like I said, third best.
That's true. Their best is not.
Why don't you start practicing right now?
Dascha, Herr Obersturmführer. Mit Ihrer Geschichte an Insubordination. Wahrlich bemerkenswert.
It is kind of crazy how no one else recognized him.
But he was killing officers?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he was still well known. I mean, even that German sergeant said earlier, everyone has heard of Hugo Stiglitz. I mean, I get it, they didn't have many people who spoke German, but still, you would think maybe someone would have recognized him.
Paralegal?
I'm glad I don't have to edit like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's so much easier just pushing buttons.
Yeah, but at least they didn't make the garbage films they make now. Budget actually meant something.
That's true.
Vergeben Sie mir, gnädiges Fräulein, ich wollte mich nicht beunglücklich machen. Es ist nur Bergsteigen. Jetzt bin ich aber neugierig, was könnte Sie zu einem dermaßen tollkühnen Unterfangen getrieben haben?
I mean, they could have just said, like, I just fell down some steps or something like that.
It's true.
I mean, she's wearing heels, so I mean, that seems to be a reasonable thing.
Diesen Berg bestiegen gestern Nacht?
Scharfes Auge, Oberst. Es ist gestern Vormittag passiert.
Und wo genau in Paris ist dieser Berg?
That's a good question.
Es sind Freunde aus Italien. Dies hier ist der hervorragende Sensationsdarsteller Enzo Gorlami. Ein sehr talentierter Kameramann, Antonio Margheriti, und Antonios Kameraassistent Dominique de Cock.
Yeah.
Signori, questo
Yes, they're Italian.
vecchio amico mio, Colonnello Hans Landa della SS.
Buongiorno.
Signore, è un piacere.
That was really bad.
Questa gemma propria della nostra cultura saranno naturalmente accolti sotto la mia protezione per la
I like how now he just switches to Italian.
Grazie.
Gorlami? Lo pronuncio correttamente?
Gorlami.
Oh, no, he doesn't even have any traits of an Italian accent.
Antonio Margareti.
Dominic de Coco.
Come?
Dominic de Coco.
Bravo, bravo.
Ich glaube, meine Kamerafreunde müssen ihre Plätze finden.
Lasciatemi vedere I vostri biglietti. Premierenkarten für Ihre Freunde zu besorgen. 0023, 0024 non sarà troppo difficile di trovare. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
That guy doesn't even try, man.
Yeah. I don't even speak Italian, but I know that that's not doesn't sound Italian.
There are two Jews walking around a bunch of Nazis, right? Like, uncomfortable.
Auf den Stolz der Nation. Prost.
I don't drink, so I could never go to one of those fancy parties. Ugh.
Gnädiges Fräulein, dürfte ich Sie unter 4 Augen sprechen?
Maybe strangling women isn't make you the good guys. maybe you're a baddie.
That's a matter of opinion.
Maybe if you have to strangle women, you're on the wrong side.
Der Kerl im weißen Smoking. Time to touch you. Got you flinching.
Good. Good job. I hope that guy dies. I hope they have a plan for if they get caught.
You probably should have multiple contingencies.
He's gonna say, yeah, you always have a plan for if you get caught.
I mean, it might not be a good one, but there's something.
Yeah.
If I were sitting where you're sitting, would you show me mercy?
Freaking no.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
Nope.
Okay, well, yeah, nope.
English expression.
Yeah, but you don't tell him that.
Looks like the shoe's on the other foot.
Lieutenant Aldo.
Yeah, he pretty much knew the whole time.
Yeah.
And he was just screwing with them.
Interrogate every single one of you swastika-marked survivors. But if I don't pick up this phone right here, you may very well get all four. And if you get all four, you end the war.
Will it though? Because there's other people that could probably take over.
No, that would.
Discuss the prospect of ending the war.
Kind of would.
Oh.
Because the way their leadership was in Germany at the time, it's like, yeah, they had like a structure, but you knock out the top four, then there's really. It's basically they have a power vacuum while they're fighting off the Allies. So it wouldn't work.
Sitting in your chair would probably say the same thing. And 999.999 times out of a million, you would be correct. But in the pages of history, every once in a while, fate reaches out and extends its hand.
But who's going to take the chance?
What shall the history books read?
What do you think happened? Take the deal or not?
Who are you talking to? Sitting in the middle of the row is horrible.
Yeah, I hate sitting. Well, I mean, it's the better seat.
It is.
But yeah, it is annoying. That's why I like getting to the theater early.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then when you get there early, then you take your seats and you don't have to worry about people.
Yeah, but the people that come in late you have to worry about. Those are the worst.
Yeah, but if you're in the direct center, then theoretically...
They're just filling around you.
They're not gonna... I mean, unless they're an idiot and they come in on the wrong side, then they have
Some
to
people
cross.
do that.
Yeah, some people do that, but it's not often. I think that'd be kind of challenging how they had to switch reels on different projectors during the movie without actually having a switch in it.
Is that why they did intermissions?
Huh?
Is that why they did intermissions?
No, but like during the movie as it's playing, they would flip from one projector to the other.
Oh, I know, but I thought maybe that's why how intermission started.
I mean, well, intermission was
it was like a snack break.
Well, that was the remnant of theaters.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Because it'd have intermission and plays. In early cinema, they didn't really know what to do with movies. They were like, well, let's just treat it like plays.
Well, that was probably a good way to transition.
Yeah.
That counts.
Oh.
That last part's actually true.
Yeah, it
I want
is.
my full military pension and benefits under my proper rank. I want to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor for my invaluable
Oh my
assistance in the
gosh, this
toppling
guy's so
of the
full of
Third
himself.
In fact, I want all the members of Operation Kino to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. Full citizenship for myself, well, that goes without saying. And I would like the United States of America to purchase property for me on that.
Please put him in a Jewish neighborhood surrounded by
As a
Jewish
reward
people.
for the
Just all
countless
the
lives
Jews.
I've saved.
Oh, don't go bother her. Oh my gosh, leave her alone.
Simp. That's what simps do.
Vous embêtez.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Plus de 300 cadavres en Italie qui, s'il le pouvait, en témoigneraient.
Big head.
Après tout ce que j'ai fait pour vous.
Yay! Finally, jeez. No means no.
But 50 no's and a yes means yes.
And a gunshot to your freaking heart. Yeah, what the frick?
Yeah.
The worst trait of a woman, being sympathetic.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy she went to go look at him. She just killed him.
No, you come up. He was on the ground. You're supposed to come up behind him and just like put it in his head.
You got 30 feet to get to that guy. Can you do it? I have to.
Those things are real, by the way.
Those gloves?
Yeah, those type of guns. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Wilhelm scream.
Oui, Shoshana.
That's cool.
Yeah. An auditorium like that, it probably wouldn't take long before people die. Oh.
I don't think this is how it happened.
No, this is totally what happened at World War II.
That is so... Oh my gosh. I love how she was a Jew and those two are both Jews.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, turkey shoot.
I mean, they probably don't need to be there.
No.
But I think that, yeah, they just want to be there.
You just get to hose out a bunch of Nazis. Okay. I just love how over the top it is.
Oh.
And that's how World War II ended.
There you go.
Imagine if that was taught in history classes.
That actually happened. I mean, it would be history. That's all we would know.
Yep, this is World War II. That's how it ended. It's like, okay, cool.
That's a reason why they don't like having like the vice president and the president in the same room, though.
Well, yeah, you can't. It's very rare occasions where they are together.
That guy has to die. Oh my gosh.
But I do have one question. When you get to your little place on Nantucket Island, I imagine you're going to take off that handsome-looking SS uniform of yours. Ain't you?
He knows where this is going.
Yeah.
He even said he debriefed everyone. Yeah, everyone who got marked up, he debriefed all of them, so he knows what's happening.
Good. Yeah, maybe that was better than him dying. Branded forever. That would hurt.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah, he's getting to the bone.
You know something, you rich? I think this just might be my masterpiece.
Yeah, you know what? You deserve that. I guess that was my better punishment than death.
Yeah. So, yeah, what'd you think about that one since you haven't seen it before?
It was interesting. It was like an AU, like an alternative universe. Yeah, that's kind of cool for an alternative universe.
Yeah, definitely a little bit different. I mean, it's a Tarantino movie, so it doesn't have like kind of like the traditional structure, but I still think that one's really good, though.
Yeah, no, it was definitely worth watching.
Oh, fun fact about the ending there, the two guys who were hosing down the Germans in the crowd, they actually almost died during the filming of that. Apparently the fire that they had on the set was it burned a little bit more out of control than what they thought. And, they said I don't know, it was actually seconds away from collapsing the ceiling.
Oh no.
And both of them actually got like burns and stuff from that. One thing I know, that opening scene, I love that opening scene with the talking to the farmer, because there's just like an intensity to that whole interaction where it's just literally just two guys sitting at a table talking, but it was just done so well. That's like one of my, as far as like a scene in like movies where it's just two people talking, that's probably like one of my favorite ones.
Well, they always bring up the Pulp Fiction scene, but I think I'll bring up that scene more because I feel like that one
Which one in Pulp Fiction?
There's like a diner scene in Pulp Fiction. They always talk about that one where they're like intriguing, but like it doesn't cost very much. But like that was, I like that. This conversation better. I feel like this is more likely to bring up this one if you were going to ask me about an intense conversation, and that doesn't have to have a lot of spectacle.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just goes to show it's like, hey, good performance and good dialogue, and it can make for a compelling scene like that. And the whole time it's like, yeah, he's acting friendly to one, but at the same time it's like you can't really be at ease around someone like that, because it's like, okay, yeah, he might come across as friendly, but it's like
they know why he's there.
Yeah.
He can't. Yeah.
And that's actually another thing about the Germans in World War II is they the places where they're occupying, they actually were polite and stuff like that to them, especially in France. That's kind of how they had to behave. But yes, it is a way of getting people off. Some people can get them off guard or whatever, make them like lower their defenses, so to speak. But
well, I know, because they dressed nice and they like you said, they were polite. I know that they were very popular with the women too. The SS guys and the Germans.
They're called whores.
Well, even I think probably even some of the not whores, they were probably
them too.
I just know that that's also a history fact that they were the women used to spoon to them.
But I do like this movie. Like I said, I've seen this a number of times. It's good because it's like, it's interesting. There's an intensity to it, but there's also like good comedic elements to it as well.
It shows like like one thing. Like if you miss one thing, then you can get caught. And I think it's just really important. Like you always have to make sure that you know what you're doing, or you're gonna get caught.
Well, yeah, like how he did this, where it's like, or he did this, and in Germans they would do this, and it is one of those things where it's little stuff like that most people wouldn't think about. It's violent. I wouldn't say it's necessarily gory though.
Yeah. Like it was, like I've seen war movies before. It's not like, it was not as gory as some war movies that I've seen.
Well, in that one, it's also, I think the violence, it's over the top to the point where I think it gets comedic.
Well, people were saying when that it was gory and kind of, then I watched it and it wasn't as bad as people were saying it was. Yeah. So I guess it could go both ways.
I think this is a good one. So apparently you liked that one too.
Yeah, I like it. Definitely, I recommend this.
That was Inglourious Basterds. Leave a comment below if you've seen that. What do you think about it? And also what other movies you might recommend that we check out on this channel. Don't forget also to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you can stay up to date with whenever we post new videos. Be sure to click the like button and share the video out there. All right, bye.